Hi, it's Debbie Williams, and this is part of the free Quit Cocaine course that can help you to de-link the addiction to cocaine. Now, this video is about not letting a blip stop you from succeeding. Sometimes life happens and things trip us up and we're going absolutely fantastic and we don't see something coming left field, and we can get to a point where we have a blip. But the thing is don't have a tantrum and throw your toys out the pram and tell yourself, oh, that's it, I give up, I can't do this. You know, have your tantrum and then pull yourself together and move on. You know, anything that's worth doing is worth doing well. And the truth is you're here because you know that Coke isn't doing it for you. You've got to a point where it's costing more than it's giving. And this is an opportunity that if you have had a blip, to learn from it and to move on. You know, if you look at it and think, well, what could I have done better next time? You might not get the answer straight away. You know, one client of mine, he was doing very, very well, and he owned his own pub. And then the one night, you know, he was about to close up and a group of mates turned up at, you know, just before closing time, and he let them in and he said to himself, oh, you know, I'll be all right here. And they stayed for like 4 or 5 hours, and in the end he went along and he thought, oh yeah, I'll just have one line. And the next morning he was absolutely mortified. Now, we did a post-mortem on this of actually looking at certain friends and thinking, well, what have they done for you lately? You know, the cheeky buggers turning up just before you're about to close because, oh yeah, you know, he's our mate, you know, we'll go in the back room and we can carry on because, you know, we can, so to speak. And he realised that actually he could have handled it better of saying, oh, sorry guys, you know, we're closing up in half an hour, and everyone drink, then you've got to go because I've got an early morning the next day. We rehearsed what we could have done instead. And this is where you can learn from any blips to think, well, okay, if I had to go through it again, how would I liked it to have played out? How would I have liked to have been in the morning? And usually it's waking up with a smile on your face to let you know that, yes, I succeeded at whatever it was. And then let's work back of what could you have done instead, so that you're retraining your brain to next time I've got an option rather than, you know, falling down that hole again. And what I would also say is to look at it that, you know, keep trying, try again, or rather than trying, because try implies failure. You know, I'll try and make it to that party implies that, you know, if it's the last thing that's on offer, then I might turn up. Do. And if you go back to the beginning and you watch the videos from the beginning, if you did some of your homework of writing down, you know, what do I get from it? What does it cost me? Here you've got an opportunity to think, well, what was all that about? She's right, it's an inch of pleasure, it's a mile of pain. Oh, you know, I'm really angry at myself that I did that. What was the point? This is why it's important that, you know, you start to do some of that homework and you start to capture what's working, because sometimes what happens, people have a blip and then they tell themselves, oh, I'm no good, this is no point. And then that's it, 6 months later, they get to the point where they think, oh, I really need to stop. And you've wasted 6 months of life of, you know, money that you could have paid for something useful or interesting that's life enhancing instead of life potentially limiting. And so if you go back to the beginning and get back on the course and you go through the videos and you listen to the hypnosis, it's planting the seeds in your brain to connect the dots of what you really want instead. I've had a couple of feedback this week from people who have done the course. One guy sent me sort of an email. He said, you know, I've only been doing it a week, but it stopped me completely. And I was doing it every other day. He says, I know it's early days, but I'm committed and I'm going to keep on doing what I need to do to watch the videos and to de-link all of the hold that the addiction had on you. Another chap said, oh, I'm on my 29th day of being absolutely free. You know, I was going to contact you, see if I could have some help. He says, but I've been doing the videos, I've been watching the testimonials. And I said, you know, okay, most important thing, you know, if you've got this far is to inoculate in the future. If you've got a party to go to or something like that, start with the end in mind of where you want to be the next day. And he said, yeah, I've been doing the plans, I've been doing the homework. See, Success leaves clues. You don't just turn to the gym once and do a bit of a workout and think, oh, that's it, I'm ripped now. It takes time and effort, and this isn't as much effort as to be, you know, Arnie Schwarzenegger or anything like that, but it does require time and effort of you putting into it. And the good thing is with hypnosis and the exercises, they'll take you 5 minutes. The hypnosis is a chance to go into a state, to change a state of mind into a lovely relaxed state, and to know that you're multitasking, you're planting in positive suggestions whilst relaxing, and you're building up the language of success. So just keep going and you will succeed. Stop any tantrums, catch yourself and get back on track. Bye now.